All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate your time today. Of course, this is Life is Better with Lead Generation, and I know it's your lunchtime, so I hope you grabbed your favorite snack, sandwich, or smoothie, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Today's topic is lead generation within the context of the open house. Everybody loves an open house. We do them to promote the listing. But more importantly, what is the objective of an open house?
Capture leads.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. It is about lead generation. It's about lead generation. So today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks on how to promote yourself and grab those leads. So let's go ahead and get started. So many of you might be wondering, where do I find an open house? And so the first thing is that if you have a listing, do an open house. This is part of your lead generation tactic. Once you get the listing, now you have to lead generate for your next listing. So do an open house. If you are an agent who's new to the office or you don't have any listings at this point in time, I suggest that you send out an email and network with other agents and tell them and let them know, I am available to sit open houses for you. So get out there and network with fellow agents, because you never know when your fellow agents might be getting a listing and they may have 2 or 3 listings at the same time. They can't sit all the open houses at the same time. So it's at that point in time that, you know what, I'm going to give it to another agent to sit the open house. And that's your opportunity to meet people face to face. Also, within the context of our office, please, please, please send out reminders that you are available for open houses. Don't just do a one and done. Make sure that it's something that you do monthly. Hey, if you need an open house, or if you see new listings come on in our office, send an email directly to the agent and say, I'm available for an open house, if you're doing one. So there's opportunity for you to be able to network within our office to sit an open house. Frank, I think we also have, or Peter may be able to, we also have a place where open houses, the request of open agents to sit open houses is available in the office. I believe we have a communication avenue for that, correct? I can't hear you. Sorry.
We do.
We do.
Sorry.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we were muted.
That's okay. I thought we did. And so I also just wanted to, we can post that again, you know, when the spring season is going to start to hit strong and long and strong, you know, coming after, typically after the Super Bowl, agents should be aware of, hey, I'm available for an open house, send out your emails, and also post within the context of our own office.
Yeah, the answer was Anne Marie. See Anne Marie, reach out to Anne Marie to coordinate for open house coverages if you need help, either finding someone or finding a house.
Perfect. Okay, let's go on to the next section here. Is that, well, if I get an open house, what am I supposed to do? Well, you are promoting yourself. This is where you network. Feel free to send out postcards that you're going to be sitting in open house. Put on Facebook paid ads that you're sitting in open house. Post it on your social media. Send instant messages on all your social media. Send out an email blast that you're sending out. And don't forget, the day before, you want to be able to send, call, or text reminders of this open house and that you will be there. Make sure that the day before you have your directional signs with your name on it out there in the streets, because as people drive by, they see, oh, there's an open house, but oh, so-and-so is sitting the open house. And that's the visibility of your name out there on the street. Any questions about that part of it? Anybody want to add to the to-dos of when you have an open house around lead generation? Okay, we'll keep going. So what do you do during the open house? Well, the first thing I recommend is that you want to connect with everybody that walks in the door. You want to ask them questions and find something to begin the relationship. Find something that you have in common. Ask them about the kids that they may have, you know, what brings them here, where are they originally from, why did they like this neighborhood? And you'll be able to, you know, dig deep into something where you can find a connection. And therefore, when you have something in common, that's the first thing that starts the relationship and kicks off the relationship. You want to make sure that you have your business cards with you. And what I do is I keep some in my pocket so I can quickly hand them to a client walking in the door. I also have them on the table for people to grab. But that's also, just make sure that it's a reminder. I am Lori O'Neill, and here's my business card. We can also talk after this. You want to be the subject matter expert of the property. So think through the property and anticipate questions as if you were the buyer walking in. What would you want to know about the property? Sometimes it's the square footage. Sometimes it's the taxes, the utilities. When you're on a farmland, you want to know the land use. Is it farmland assessed? Is it farmland preserved, which are two different things? Maintenance records, such as septic. When was the last time the septic was maintained? You want to make sure that you have that type of information to be readily at the tip of your tongue so that you can answer it and that you are the subject matter expert. It demonstrates that you know what you're doing right from the beginning. Make sure that you capture the lead information and you follow up afterwards. There should be some sort of sign-in. Some people do electronic, some people have a sign-in sheet. You want to make sure that you grab you grab their email and cell phone, or at least one or the other. You want to get something that you can stay connected to the lead that walks in the door. While you're there, you want to promote yourself maybe on Facebook and live stream a walkthrough. You're promoting yourself, you're creating a video of a house and show your expertise about the house. Make sure you also have branded materials. So not only do you have your business card, but the flyers and the cheat sheets about what the house is, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, here's the taxes, here's the HOA fees, etc. Make sure it's branded with your name on it because clients take those with them. They review the house, but they also see your name right there at the bottom. Some of the branding includes your photo. And those are things that I know that Keller Title is happy to help out when you do an open house, or Wells Fargo is happy to help out, that they'll co-brand those types of branded flyers for you to take and use at your open houses. Any questions about that?
Lori,
Again,
can you hear me?
yes.
I think it's important, besides being the subject expert, to know if they're already working with another agent.
Yes, that's an important question to ask. And it's also an important question to know about the neighborhood too, not just the house. Thank you for that. Okay, we'll keep going. Again, this is not a full-fledged checklist of everything and anything about an open house. We are focusing on the lead generation part of an open house. Okay, what are we going to do after the open house? Oh, you taking off your shoes and laying down for a nap is not happening. You feel that way if it's exhausting and you've had 30 families come through. But what you're going to do is you make sure the first thing that you do is you make sure those leads from that spreadsheet or your sign-in sheet or your database are in your database. Make sure all your leads are in your database. And don't be shy about, when they're handwriting things out, don't be shy about, oh, is that your email address? Verify things. The number, it was a 6 versus a 4 or something. Make sure you have clarity around, what the information is, and make sure it's clear so that you can put it into your database. So that's the first thing you do. The second thing you need to do is you need to follow up with all of these contacts that you have. You can send emails, you can send text, call them, even write handwritten cards, and thank them for attending. If you shared something in common, make sure you mention that so it makes you memorable. Talk about the property. And the thing is that you can invite them back as a purposeful call. When you do call them, invite them back for a second showing. It's private. And if they like those properties, perhaps you set up an auto drip campaign in the MLS so that they receive homes similar to the one that they saw. And that reminds them of you, because that does come from you. That's branded for you when you do that. Any other suggestions or recommendations after the open house?
Just a question. So you would do that even if they work with another agent?
No, we do that only when they've stated, and it's not always truthful, let's be honest, but when a client says, I'm not working with an agent, that's an opportunity for you to grab the lead. That's what was mentioned earlier. Miklos had said, make sure that you ask them, are you working with an agent? Some of them, and if they are, you say, okay, well, on my sign-in sheet, just put their name. What agent are you working with? And you might want to put their name as a reminder that they have an agent. If they don't put anything, or if they don't say that they say that they don't have an agent, grab it. It's a lead. Anything else? Okay, just a quick reminder. You are promoting yourself at these open houses. This is the face-to-face moment where you get to make a first impression about your real estate skills, being that subject matter expert, being courteous, being professional, being warm and friendly, and being able to create a relationship by which to solidify that lead. This is lead generation. Okay, any questions, more questions, thoughts? Okay, when we all go to Bold, we're going to sign up for open houses so that we can lead generate. We have 6 weeks in Bold, and we should at least get two open houses during that 6 weeks. So that'll be a goal of ours when we attend Bold.
Keep building momentum.
I am. We have a whole checklist here. We have to, in Bold, the goal is 100 contacts, 100 new contacts. So we have a lot of ideas that give us those 100 contacts a week. At the end of this, we'll put a list together, and any of us that are going to Bold, we have our list, and we're going to be able to go down the line, how to get our 100 contacts a week.
And remember, if you are paying for Bold upfront, you can earn your fee that you paid for Bold back from the
Absolutely.
Market Center. So just ask us how to do that.
That's a good one, Petra.
And then when you at your open house, you have a lead, and at least you get $200 back of your Bold payment. Yay!
Cool.
All right. Well, this was lunchtime learning session, and it's life is good with lead generation. We know that. So with that, I will sign off. And if anybody needs anything, by all means, I'm available. Text or call me. I know some of you do, which I think is great. And I've been happy to help out individuals who needed some help. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity. And I hope you have a good weekend. Stay warm, stay safe in this snowstorm.
Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.